Cool. Yo, what up? I'm not doing a usual intro this time because we're doing a little bit of a different episode this month. We thought we'd kind of skip the guests for once, although people might randomly be showing up later, and just doing some topics that we've been wanting to talk about a little while and haven't been able to fit into the themes of our episodes. And also just kind of a getting to know your hosts type episode. So just me and you here, Paulo.
This is totally our intention to do a dinner with Andre type thing, and not because our guests were not able to join us this month.
I'm not familiar with that reference. Dinner with Andre.
It's a movie that was referenced on Community that I haven't seen.
Fair.
I might not even have the title right. Anyways.
So our first couple topics, we're going to talk about movie trailers that are coming out these days and the movie theater experience, and maybe a little bit of what does the future of the movie theater experience look like. And then we're just going to do some interview questions that we want to ask each other. And that's about it. So we'll jump right into it. No movies that we've seen recently that we want to talk about yet, although might as the episode goes on. I guess first thing I want to talk about was movie trailers. What's your kind of high level? I forget the words I'm looking for here. Just what do you think of movie trailers these days?
Aside from most of them being very similar,
I think that's teetered off a little bit as of late.
Yeah, I mean there was a wave of the movie trailer set to like a song, like a popular song.
Yeah.
And then everything happening to the beat of that song. That's kind of, I think it started with Suicide Squad, right? No.
I think Suicide Squad was copying Guardians.
Right.
But Guardians didn't do it as a trailer necessarily.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that like conned me into watching Suicide Squad. And then just like, I don't even remember which movies, but it just seemed like every trailer was coming out where everything's set to the beat of this song and it's like a popular song.
Justice League tried to do it with like the Beatles remix.
Yeah, come together.
Yeah. So DC kind of single-handedly ruined that trend by making bad movies with their trailers.
What I would have liked to see is like Green Book, a movie like Green Book jumping on that bandwagon. I think that would have been interesting.
Yeah, so I mean, because that was the trend recently. I think before that there was a lot of complaining about like the trend was all the same. Like you would have random days going on and then boom, explosion, and then like you show the title of the film and then it goes to like coming soon and then post credit scene within the trailer itself.
Or like the last shot of the trailer, where there's like a reveal.
The thing that annoys me the most in kind of trailers is when they've obviously used an edit to make I don't even know how to describe this, but so Guardians 2, there was a scene where Drax makes a joke in a trailer and then it cuts to a scene where Nebula is laughing. And it's like, Nebula would never laugh at a joke like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was so obvious in the trailer. Like, if you know anything about these characters, they've just like made it seem like something it's not.
From my own ignorance, I don't know if you know this, but like, do you think that the trailers are made by just a completely different, like they send us, they send
it's a different studio.
A different studio.
Very infrequently do the actual directors make their own trailers.
Yeah.
But funny enough, Suicide Squad, speaking of them, they were the ones, so the studio that made the first trailer, that first trailer was such a hit that they hired that studio to edit the movie. So the cut of the movie that they made, because we know that
a big trailer.
Yeah, because Suicide Squad obviously got so chopped up in like post-production.
Yeah.
And it was that company that they hired to do it because that trailer was, at least got rave reviews.
Yeah.
So another trailer, speaking about directors who direct their own trailers, I recently watched a trailer for a movie coming out called Grass.
Grass?
Grass. It's made by a Korean director. His name is Hong Sang-soo. The entire trailer is a woman, so you're looking down a staircase. She's at the bottom. She comes running up to the top, and she's like got a concerned look at her face, and she looks over off camera, and then she goes to the bottom of the stairs, like, oh, I'm not going to talk to this person that's over there. And then she changes her minds and runs up the stairs, and then changes her mind to run down. And the whole trailer is a minute and a half of her just
Of
running
that.
up and down the stairs. And I'm totally on board with that because like that's an accurate representation of the type of movies he makes.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see more of that where it's like that's not a format of any trailer. No one has ever tested that well.
Yeah.
And I ultimately know nothing about what the movie is, and it's just like now I'm kind of interested because the acting was good and the sound was
Yeah.
good. And all
That kind of reminds me of like Cloverfield. Not that it's the same in any way, but just the same idea where you don't know what the movie is about. It's just like literally a tease of something that you want to know.
Yeah.
Because I think the first trailer was just for Cloverfield. I mean, the first trailer was like the Statue of Liberty head.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't even know it was a trailer at first.
Yeah. So that's why like it exploded. I think there was so much hype behind Cloverfield because of that, and then they went ahead and made the Cloverfield paradox, which kind of just ruined it. But
Yeah.
in terms of trailers, that was like, I think that kicked off that was like a good example of different from everything else.
And that's another thing I want to talk about was like, what is the purpose of a trailer? Because there's really good trailers out there. One example I would say is the third Batman versus Superman trailer, where it starts off with Batman in the warehouse and he's like kicking ass. And it was a super good trailer, but it was not necessarily representative of the movie, and the movie wasn't good. And I think like, is the job of a trailer just to get someone in the seats, or does it like, is there a responsibility with trailer making to set your audience's expectations the right way?
I think it's 100% not setting your audience's expectations, clearly. But I mean, I don't know. You would like them to. I mean, they're not going to make a trailer if the movie sucks and just be like, not make it look cool.
Not that, but I mean, don't sell a movie for something it's not. Like, sell it as it is.
Yeah.
And show it in the best way possible.
Yeah. I mean, and there's plenty, like, there's some action, quote unquote, action movies that I've gone to in the past. I think there was one, I thought it was going to be like, this is back when I just wanted, like, explosion movie. And then I would go to the theater because the trailer looks like there's a lot of, I think The Thin Red Line. Have you ever seen that?
Yes, and that was not probably the movie that you wanted.
Yeah, and this was, I don't know, I was like 14, 15. So I was looking for like explosion movie, and then I watched The Thin Red Line, and I was like, this kind of.
I remember there was a few like that, and if you know the directors, you kind of know what type of movie they're gonna make. And when the trailer for Drive came out, I was like, I bet you that's all of the action in the movie in that trailer, and the rest of it's gonna be very quiet because if you know the director, that's what his movies are like.
But then, unfortunately, most people don't have your.
And so they're going in thinking this is
knowledge.
gonna be like Baby Driver. It's gonna be like all this fun action.
Yeah.
It's like no, it's not. I did one of my favorite trailers. I don't know if you remember the Matt Damon movie, The Informant.
I remember. I don't think I ever saw it.
So one of the reasons I like the trailer is because part of the learning that the audience goes on throughout that movie is that Matt Damon, and so in the trailer he's like this big dummy and he's always making these mistakes and he's supposed to go undercover but he's like screwing it up all the time.
Yeah.
And part of what you learn by the end of the movie is that he's actually the one stealing from the company, and he's getting away with it because he's putting on this kind of disguise of like, I'm an idiot, no one suspects me.
Yeah.
And I think if you've ever had people in your life who kind of aren't like that, of like they put on that facade of friendliness like to hide their deceptiveness, like the best way possible to promote that movie would be him being dumb idiot, and that's not what the movie was, but it's the perfect trailer. And I've never really seen a trailer that have done that before where it like sets up the expectations to enjoy the movie better. But maybe that's expecting too much.
Yeah. I mean, considering, like, do the studio that makes the trailer, have they even watched the full movie, or are they just like cherry picking?
Sometimes they have to produce it before the movie's
I
finished.
know,
so.
that's exactly. So it just it seems like kind of a flawed system to me.
But yeah, there are some movies, especially like I go to movies at TIFF and I do like more of kind of like the artsy art house cinema, and like some of those movies get made and then 2 years later they get released. And I think because the directors are more hand-holding some of it, like they don't want to pay a production company to do it on the side, they'll just do it themselves. And so it saves money, but I think it just produces much better trailers, much more interesting trailers. To the point when I do the pre-shows at TIFF, like I'm actually learning about new movies and I'm like making decisions on what I'm going to see based on that. Whereas like I don't know, whatever the new Star Wars 9 trailer is going to be like, it's not going to impact my decision to go see it because I'm already going to go see it.
Guaranteed, the Star Wars 9 trailer is going to look awesome.
Probably. The Episode 8 trailers look great.
Well, okay, I'm not going to get into that fight right now. That's just going to take us down another rabbit hole. But what do you think the next trend of trailers is going to be?
Ooh.
Like we already had the pop song, and then like everything to the beat. There's the like no information, but it's like literally just a teaser, and then
I think we're gonna start seeing full scene trailers, where
just one full scene.
It's just I don't know if you.
Oh, like one of the Batman movies did that.
Yeah, Batman also did that. Christopher Nolan, I guess, in general.
Yeah,
but for Dunkirk, if you went into some of IMAX movies before the movie came out, they would show the first 7 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like if you make a really good scene like that, then it's like you're not giving anything away, but you know, gets people excited.
Yeah.
But you have to make a great scene. That's the thing is like you can hide a shitty movie in editing. You can't hide a shitty movie by just playing out a whole scene because you'll figure it out.
It's probably why only Christopher Nolan does it.
Are there any examples of trailers recently where you didn't hear about the movie, you weren't excited for it, and then you saw a trailer and you were excited and the movie delivered exactly what the trailer told you it was going to be?
That's so much like criteria that I have to...
I would say Triple Frontier.
Oh, yeah, that's a good example.
Like I didn't know about it at all. And then I saw the trailer and I was like, oh, this looks better than what it's actually going to be, but then the movie was actually good.
Yeah, actually, that is a good example because I did just watch Triple Frontier and I actually really liked it, even though it was kind of a thin red line effect where I thought it was going to be a little more action, but coming into it, that's what I was expecting. But even when that didn't turn out, I still really liked the movie because it was just a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good example. I'm trying to think of another one though.
Trailer for Free Fire, I'd say was really good too.
Oh.
But that's such like an easy movie to sell because it's so just like it's one long action scene.
Yeah. That one, like, I'm surprised that it didn't have more buzz, especially considering because the trailer was good and it looked good in the trailer and the movie was good, but like no one ever talked about it, and I ended up watching it like only when it came out on Netflix after. I remember it, like seeing the trailer at first and I was like, yeah, I want to watch this, and then I just didn't think about it for like a few months, and then I saw it on Netflix.
I remember it came to a TIFF festival and then didn't get released like till 9 months after that. So I think they must have not got great reviews at that festival, which I don't know why, because if you go see festival movies, they're all really slow and boring, and so to see something like Free Fire like must have been
That's
exciting.
not what they want. They don't want the long action scene.
On the flip side, shitty trailers that are happening these days.
Ghostbusters. That's like the one like concrete example of a shitty trailer that I can always have in my back pocket.
What specifically about it?
It's weird because knowing who was in that movie, like I like most of those actresses and actors, those actors, and I find them really funny outside, like in most things, like Kristen Wiig, the other girl from SNL. She has like.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she has like
the weird one.
Yeah, the weird one. And like two of them in particular, I find them really funny. Who's the other? There was Leslie
Melissa
Jones,
McCarthy.
and then Melissa McCarthy.
I was a Melissa McCarthy fan when she was a side character. I'm not a huge fan of her when she stepped into the spotlight.
Me neither. But yeah, so like I'm a fan of, like I like their stuff. I find them funny, but the trailer was just not funny.
But it was also because the movie wasn't funny.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there was like a couple like things. Just the SNL girl and Kristen Wiig. They don't have to really do that much for me to find them funny. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's.
But that was one of the problems with that movie is they were just trying too hard to be funny all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Kristen Wiig is great with like subtle humor.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good point. So that's my example.
I'm trying to think of a trailer where it was just like a really bad representation of the movie in not a way that they were trying to like oversell it, but
Yeah.
it's like they undersold it.
Um.
Oh, actually, one that I'll bring up. So we saw Fighting with My Family on the weekend.
Okay.
I saw that trailer and I was like, this looks kind of stupid.
I thought it looked okay actually.
Well,
from the
okay,
trailer.
I'm overselling
Yeah,
how
yeah.
much I didn't like it, but like it seemed like okay, whatever, decent, like
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I like Nick Frost, but anything else didn't really appeal to me. Movie was actually really good, and I just feel like there's so many other scenes that they could have used to sell that movie better, and they just didn't.
Yeah. How about on the point of like scenes being in the trailer but not in the movie? Because I feel like that's happened a lot more recently. Well, not like kind of recently, and that just annoys the hell out of me.
Yeah, Rogue One happened a ton.
That was but I feel like that was because of like cuts and like reshoots
Yeah, I guess that's the problem with like making a trailer before your movie's
before
done.
the movie comes out. Yeah. Because like I remember the whole like you thought she was gonna be sneaking around on the base and like
Yeah.
on disguise, and they had like 30 seconds of that
Maybe that's
in
why
the
I
middle of a giant action
ended up
scene.
not liking that movie because they not only did the trailer oversell what type of movie it was going to be, but like it teased all these really interesting sequences that they just never did anything with.
All right, it's Rogue One fight time. Let's do this. No, let's move on
Yeah.
from that. But yeah, I think like you mentioned the Korean trailer, the movie trailer for Grass. If that somehow turns into like a viral hit, like a Bird Box type of thing somehow, which it probably won't, but
No, it's definitely not.
I was gonna say like maybe every trailer will be just something completely random, like a one shot of
We'll have this
Someone
whole trend of people running up and down stairs.
eating a peach at a bus stop for like 2 minutes or something.
Did you ever see the movie A Ghost Story?
No, the cake scene.
Yeah.
I actually tried to, because you talked about it before, and I tried to search it on YouTube, because I wasn't planning to watch the movie, but now I'm just curious to watch that scene, and yeah, I did like, I stopped pretty quickly.
It's very long.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I like trailers like that because when you at least show that you're gonna do something different, then
Yeah.
it's like I watch enough movies where it's just like if somebody makes a movie of something different, even if it's not perfectly made, it's like there's value there.
Yeah, and I think that's like a good hint that the movie will be different, because most like it's the cookie cutter example of like the trailer looks hype. This is the kind of movie they're going for. It's not like I don't think it's very misrepresented that much nowadays, but
I'm gonna use this point to segue into our second segment, which is around movie theater experiences this day. Because part of that, I also want to talk about the difference between movie theaters and the whole Netflix and Amazon stuff. Because talking about directors doing their own thing, that's something I've kind of noticed with the Netflix releases that they've done, where they're actually the ones producing it, like Mute and Annihilation and Triple Frontier.
yeah.
In that, especially the early ones, like you can tell that they let directors do whatever they want, which I should be really supportive of. But it's resulted in me noticing, like, you should have gotten a better production studio to like give you some
Yeah.
tips here.
Yeah.
Especially around like Mute. I'm trying to think of some other ones that just like didn't land as well as I thought. But you could tell that they just like they didn't want to follow any formula. Like it felt like a first draft.
Yeah. I
so-
think they feel like almost even rushed, like because they're trying to, like I do appreciate that they're doing things doing different things, but then also they're just at the same time it's just like, okay, do more. We need more content, and then it suffers a little bit because of that.
Yeah, like I don't even know if it's being rushed out or if it's inexperience. Like it's hard to say at this point. Like I think they're with Triple Frontier, I think they gave me a little bit more hope for their future, that like they're learning how to produce these things a little bit better. Cloverfield Paradox was a disaster.
I was excited to watch that one, and
I was too, yeah.
yeah.
Especially because that movie had been talked about for about 2 years before that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Because J.J. Abrams was, I think, producing initially, and it was supposed to be called The God Particle. and it had all these like interesting ideas, and they're just like, oh, like because 10 Cloverfield Lane was great.
Yeah.
And they talked about like they're just going to use Cloverfield as a brand for all these interesting sci-fi movies that are just completely whatever, but then we'll just connect it with the name.
You just show the monster at the end coming through the clouds. That was like the one thing that I'll always remember about the movie, like the was it the escape pod or whatever, and it's like falling back to Earth, and then the Cloverfield monster just pops out after the entire movie. Like, oh, Cloverfield now.
Yeah, I feel like they decide after the movie is made that they're going to make a Cloverfield, and they just tack one scene on at the end.
Yeah. Oh, that happened with 10 Cloverfield Lane too.
Which is my least favorite part of that movie. But
yeah.
I don't know if you ever read what the original ending of that movie was supposed to be.
The 10 Cloverfield Lane?
Yeah.
Was it supposed to be like nothing was wrong outside? Or
there was no aliens. It was like John Goodman was supposed to be like crazy, and then you find out like his wife was murdered, and it was like all these like really interesting character things, which would have made sense for what the movie was about. But yeah,
but then we can't call it 10 Cloverfield Lane.
True. So that was my lazy segue into talking about movie theaters now.
I think that was your segue into talking about movie just now.
But I do kind of want to talk a little bit about like the movie theater experience, because the ability to watch these things at home when they're first opening, I think, is impacting that.
Yeah.
But before we get there, what's your thoughts on the movie theater experience these days?
I have a love-hate relationship with it, because there's lots of I'm very uncomfortable most of the time when like physically uncomfortable in a movie theater. Like my legs are too long, and I'm too worried about like kicking the person's chair in front of me while the person behind me doesn't care.
Not worried at all.
Yeah. And like every chair, like how it's a recliner, I don't know if I'm just dumb, but I don't know how to sit in those, because like I try to keep it forward, so I just end up doing like a wall sit for 2 hours. And this, like things like this, is what ruined. So when I went to watch Aquaman, I think it was opening night, it completely ruined the entire experience for me, because so I was in between. Well, I was next to a really like not a big person, but like he took up a lot of space on my side. So like his legs were really long and mine were like right next to his, and like I was sitting on my jacket. It's really hot. I have no space to move, and then the guy in front of me is like leaning all the way back in his chair, so my legs are like in one spot for the entire movie. And then the person behind me, I think it was a little girl, and she was like kicking my chair the entire time and talking to her mom or her dad.
Yeah, I think when I go to opening night, I prepare myself a little bit for shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm very like I'm easygoing for the most part, but like that was just like extreme, and that was the worst experience I've ever had in a theater. But like
I unfortunately had a similar experience when I went to see Blade Runner 2049 first time, and I saw it twice in theaters because of this. But I saw it opening night when it was actually like a packed theater, and the woman beside me was just like shuffling her jacket around like every like 2 minutes. And like because that movie is very quiet, it's very like environmental, and it just like ruined the whole fucking experience, which is too bad. Usually like I don't mind going on like a Marvel opening night because it's like it's all explosions. Like, you kind of stop hearing things.
Yeah.
But even like I go way out of my way to try to find theaters where I'm gonna have a better experience. Like I go at like 10 a.m. screenings on weekends. Yeah. And there's always like there's 3 people in the theater, and then the trailers start, and I'm like, okay, I'm good to go. And then somebody comes in and sits right behind me and starts eating popcorn. And it's like it's made me start questioning why I even go to the theater that much if I hate it so much.
I think
but there's a lot to like too.
Yeah, like that. All that being said, I do like being in the theater for movies. I don't know. I think I'm just programmed now, like growing up with the theater experience. Like I have to go at least once in a while, because like as much as I love watching things on Netflix, and I do, like I have to. I don't know. I just have to go to the theater sometimes, and I think one part of it is like say in those Marvel opening nights. Even when the crowd gets a little rowdy and like
at certain moments like, on those clapping. Movies are fine.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I actually enjoy that, and it makes me like
in the right movie it's a good thing.
Yeah, and like I don't know when they're like clapping at the Marvel logo and stuff like that. That like adds to it. I don't know. It's just funny for me, but like I don't know. And then it's just such a 50 like it's so up in the air. It's like a flip of a coin where it'll be great, and like you'll be comfortable, and the movie will be fun, whatever, or like you'll have people sitting on you basically and like eating popcorn in your ear. That doesn't bother me, by the way. The popcorn thing is just
I
you,
fucking
think.
hate popcorn so
I know. I am that popcorn eater actually, but I try to eat very quietly.
It's almost worse when people try to eat quiet because then it takes them
Okay.
longer.
Well,
like,
I
I'd rather someone just shove down their popcorn in the first like 5 minutes of a movie and not have to worry about it.
Well, I feel like the majority of people do actually do that.
True. There are the occasional people who just like wait the entire movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm starting, like I'm used to it. I see like 100 movies in theaters a year. Like I should be more used to this than I am. But it's more just like, especially to some of the movies I see, like at a Marvel opening night, you know what to expect. There's movies that I see where it's like the trailer hasn't even sold it as being like much different than what it is. Like, you know, you're going into like a quiet art house type movie, and yet you still have people getting there with like 5 snacks in their lap. And I'm like, what did you expect here?
Yeah.
And then you have people like on their phone in the middle, and it's like, why are you in a theater if you want to be on your phone for 2 hours? Because going back to the thing that I really love about the theater is that even at home, like I was watching Dragged Across Concrete the other night, and I had my headphones and I have really good sound with those, and like even my laptop has pretty good, and I was in bed, so comfortable experience. It should be a good way to watch a movie, but there's no way I can sit in my bed for this movie was actually 2 hours and 40 minutes without checking my phone.
Yeah.
And so if you're at home, there's always distractions, there's always things going
That's
on.
a good point. Oh, shit.
And it's like the theater experience, the value isn't just for kind of those big movies where it's like the big screen is valuable and the big sound is valuable. Like, I actually think the movie experience is better for the quieter movies because it allows you to shut everything else out and allows you to see all the little details.
Yeah.
One of the better theater experiences I've had in the last few years was a movie called Columbus, starring John Cho, about 2 people in the city of Columbus, Indiana, and they were just hanging out and talking, and like you're like, it's really selling the environment of the city. And like, that was a movie where you need to see it in theaters because it's so about the environment and like hearing the sound in the right way possible and seeing the visuals in the right way possible with no distractions. There's nothing that's going to beat that experience.
Yeah.
And so there is like, that's what annoys me is like, there's so much value in being able to see a movie in theaters, but then whenever you go, someone's going to ruin it.
Yeah. And like on top of that, like I think future trends, I don't know, like it seems like it's not, I mean, I don't think theaters are gonna like disappear, but
so what do you think the theater experience will look like 20 years from now?
I mean, it's so tough because like with people being able to watch from home and like streaming and just streaming services and whatever, I feel like the theaters have to be struggling, most of them.
I don't know, like with all these, like you look at how much money a movie like The Avengers makes, and there's so much more of those event type movies than there used to be.
Yeah, but then like tickets, the ticket sales don't go to the theater, right? Like none of them, none, like 0%, unless.
I think some of it does. At least a little bit of a cut does.
Okay.
Otherwise, they would only make a movie on the food.
Yeah, no.
But even then, like,
I mean, that sounded weird to me when I first heard it. I don't remember where I heard it, but I remember hearing somewhere that the ticket sales are like the theater doesn't keep anything from the ticket sales. And then like you see them starting to do things like putting VR. Like at Scotiabank Theater, they have like the whole VR section. Like they're trying to do things like there's a bar now. Like you can bring beer into the theater now. Like they're trying to do things to make people come into the theater, and I feel like that's a product of them struggling.
But these big movies still have to be really good for them. And well, so on a topic of them getting as much money as they can, how much money do you think they make off of the pre-show advertisements? And the fact that it takes 22 minutes between your start time and when the movie actually starts.
You know, side note to that, I was in the pre-show one time. I was thinking of like checking to actually see how much it costs to get time on the pre-show, so we could like put a Houston We Have the Podcast ad in there.
It's probably way too expensive.
Yeah, I know. So listeners, if you if you want to send us some money to see us in the next time you're in the theater. Yeah, we'll definitely accept. I'll put Carson's email.
What would we even do for a commercial?
We could shoot something. We were gonna make a movie, right?
Yeah.
With Aaron.
This is the official announcement.
Yeah. This is how we're announcing it. If you've made it this far. But yeah, I mean, they definitely make a lot on those.
So do you think, say, 20 years from now, theaters are only going to be for the big event movies and that's all that'll be there, and everything else will transition to Netflix? Or,
I mean, I hope not. I think from what the points that I was making about like the theater struggling and whatever, or the theater business struggling, it kind of seems that way. But yeah, like you said, there's so many movies that aren't the big movies that you have to watch in the theater because it's better. Like you're zoned in, and people can't be on their phones. You can't be on your phone, well, unless you're an asshole.
there's a lot of assholes.
Yeah, but like, in 20 years, I can't say. Like I'm gonna say everything will be a VIP theater.
I actually don't like VIP theater experience. I find it worse sometimes.
I mean, they're okay. They're just.
But so you think it's going to
overpriced.
go to like smaller rooms, like better service type thing?
Maybe, yeah. Like it's going to be
almost
like
like
almost
a-
a luxury.
Like when you go to like a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
And it's like you get your own room and you do whatever you want. People want to talk, they can talk.
Oh God, I hope not. But like,
I think they have to change something. Like
I think-
I don't think this model is going to work for that much longer. But it's either it's going to transition to streaming and you're going to have these huge event things. What I'd love to see is what you actually get in downtown Toronto, where you have TIFF Theatre and it's like exclusively for documentaries and international, and they build their audience and people are dedicated because they know they like those
Yeah.
films. Just as much assholes at those theaters, by the way. They pretend that they're better, but they're definitely not. But you have like that theater, and then you have the documentary theater up north, and then you have Scotiabank, which is like your big blockbuster theater.
Yeah.
But Toronto's big enough to support that. No other city is. Like me coming from Saskatoon, there's just the Scotiabank, and that's
Yeah.
it, and you don't get anything else.
I'm gonna go in the opposite direction. I think it's gonna be like the Scotiabank big theater. It's gonna be that, but then they're gonna expand everything around the actual movie theater part. So it's gonna be like a restaurant and like a huge bar, and then there's gonna be like a roller coaster, and like they're gonna expand the arcade and like just add all these extra things.
So movies just become like an event thing,
Yeah.
which will annoy me even more.
Yeah.
Because it becomes more of like your drive-in theater experience, where it's not about whether the movie's good. It's just about
You
being
drove
there
into the theater.
Yeah.
Have you tried that, by the way?
Not since I was like 5 years old.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I would not like it.
That's okay. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the really weird thing for me is just having to turn on your car all the time. Every once in a while, so your battery
'cause-
doesn't die.
yeah. What do you think the future of streaming, like Netflix, is going to be?
That's tough too because Netflix is
Here's my
also
prediction.
struggling.
Because I think they're also struggling, but they have these, like, they're pumping a lot of movies into these big movies that they actually produce. I think you're going to start seeing tiered service of Netflix, where it's like
You can
have,
only get
like, the
certain
base
movies.
subscription is like your Brooklyn Nine-Nine and your
Yeah,
Office
yeah.
and all the stuff that's like not like was released a year ago.
Yeah.
And then either you get the gold subscription and you get access to all the new movies that come out, or you pay-per-view it.
I mean, yeah. Well,
But their movies need to be good enough for you to think it's worth it. And I don't think they're there yet. I think they need to build their brand.
I think that would be a very smart move for them because for the life of me, I have zero idea how they make any money, like the way it's set up now. Like there's no ads, and
But most of their content is just stuff that used to be like
yeah,
like whatever movie has been dumped on it from that came out a year ago. Like the production company isn't expecting much; they just want a little bit. So
Okay,
I don't
yeah.
think they're paying a ton for their content.
yeah, like Happy Gilmore. I wonder how much
Yeah.
Adam Sandler is getting for.
I
for
would be
streams
curious,
of
but
that.
I feel like they're still in that like building brand phase where they're maybe not making that much money.
Yeah,
Although the data is probably super valuable.
the data. Oh, of like what people watch.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where they make their money. They sell that data after.
To help movie studios decide what to invest in the future.
What they're gonna make next.
Data costs a lot.
So we're gonna see like Bird Box 2 and 3 coming out in theaters, like with the huge budgets.
I think it's more like they see those things trending and they know who to market them to.
Oh yeah.
Like not even just the data of what's popular, but it's popular to these people.
Oh yeah.
So here's their contact information. You can market to them directly. But yeah, no, like something's got to change, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with it.
Yeah.
I just hope that 20 years from now, there's still a theater to go to.
Yeah,
for small movies.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I mean, I'd still be okay with going to Scotiabank. Like, I'm just worried. I'm worried that Scotiabank will turn into that like huge amusement park thing, because no one's paying money for the movies anymore, except for like the big ones.
Yeah.
And they got to keep making the right things, like Annihilation, which no one watched.
But it's also like, because of how big the theater are, you need to have those big movies coming out all the time.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have a big movie, then it's like, well, you just have this massive room and no one's sitting in it.
So we're just gonna dig that Marvel hole into the like until we reach the center of the earth.
I actually remember like a few years ago when the MCU popped up, people were predicting like, oh, you're gonna get the DC EU, you're gonna get the dark, whatever the monster universe was.
Oh my god.
There was the Godzilla universe, which is just starting to kick off. But I think people were predicting you were gonna have like 5 or 6 of these cinematic universes, and they were just gonna dominate the box office. And it hasn't quite got there. Like, Marvel's still the only one who's doing it consistently.
Yeah. I mean, unless they do a giant crossover with all of them, so you have like Marvel, DC, and and Godzilla and King Kong. That would be like my dream explosion movie.
It would be so bad.
I know.
Because like that movie's not good because there's too much going on that you don't have a story. The fact that they made Infinity War be an actual story is still like miraculous for me.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way.
I feel like they're just gonna fuck up Endgame or something. Like, there's only so long that they can keep pulling these out.
That they can do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, after Endgame, at least they're all gonna be individual movies again. Because like I just saw,
like, they don't make individual movies again
for Marvel.
No.
Yeah, well, like
Spider-Man's gonna come
individual out, as much as a Marvel movie can be individual now. Because like I just saw like, oh, the next 6 movies after Endgame, or the next 6 Marvel movies after Endgame, like the YouTube video thing. So,
but it's like, even when it's a Thor movie, Hulk's there, and when you have a Spider-Man movie, Iron Man's there. Like, true. They can't help themselves.
Well, the next Spider-Man,
I bet someone's going to be in there that they're not going to
Stark.
reveal until after Endgame.
What's his name? The Ebony Maw? Oh no, he's dead.
He's dead.
Avenge the Fallen.
Okay, let's wrap it up there. Let's go on to our second/third segment. Let's interview each other. So we're going to ask each other some random questions. Not our typical rapid fire questions.
Very
we're actually
random.
going to explain why we think our answer is what it is.
Yeah, if you're curious to see how our minds work, your host and co-hosts' minds work, then this is the segment for you.
There we go. I'll start off.
All right. Hit me.
Okay. So I got 5 questions for you.
Are you doing like 5 at a time? Or are we going to like alternate?
Oh, we could do that. That would be better. Let's do
I think
that.
so. Yeah. I don't want to be answering the questions for like the next 20 minutes.
Okay. So, first question I have for you. Rian Johnson is still confirmed to have a Star Wars trilogy coming out at some time. It's said to not be related to the Skywalker story at all. What is your dream for what that trilogy would be?
Oh, is it like a continuation of the... It's like after...
They haven't said anything. It could be like Old Republic. It could be like... It's just... Basically, forget that Rian Johnson is there, but just know that there is a Star Wars trilogy coming on the horizon. What do you want it to be?
I would like them to extend Rogue One into 3 more movies.
Rogue 2, Rogue 3.
No, honestly, I don't know, because like I'm kind of just along for the ride. I'm not one of those Star Wars fans that are like, I have to see the Boba Fett movie, or like I have to see the story of Han Solo, which I did anyway. But like, actually, there was now that I've said that, I'm gonna completely contradict myself because I just remembered. You know those novels, like the really small Star Wars novels where there's like short stories.
Yeah.
And it's just like they're like completely random, but it takes place in the Star Wars universe. I don't know how they would do this, but there's like a few stories from there that I remember very vividly because I enjoyed them so much. But I would like to see those turn into movies. But they probably won't be like 3 in sequence and like just following the same story for 3 movies. It would be like 3 completely separate, like.
So you essentially want them to. So when they first launched the a Star Wars story idea, they were kind of talking about let's make independent stories in the Star Wars universe. It ended up being like the Death Star movie and then the Solo movie and then the Ben Kenobi movie.
Yeah,
but you like that idea, but just make them better and not be about these tentpole characters.
That's an easy answer, but yeah, and like you still have there's connection to the Star Wars universe. You're like exploring things like that are there that could be interesting, but it's not just these are the characters that you know. We're gonna give you more of them, and then like the one I'm thinking of in particular it was like a horror novel. Like there was an alien where like it was consuming people, and then it could take their forms.
I would love to see them expand the genre. Like the one thing I did like about Rogue One, it was at least a little bit different. Of like we're trying to do a different type of story in the same universe as opposed to just here's another Star Wars movie.
It was like a tiptoe. They were like dipping into the pool a tiny bit. But like this, like my dream, I guess, would be like this completely random Star Wars horror movie where like with like none of the characters. Maybe you'll see like some of the alien species, some Mon Calamari, relatives of Admiral Akbar. But yeah, just some
really just becomes the Admiral Akbar origin story.
Yeah. It turns out in the end, it's just like at the end he was Admiral Akbar the whole time, and that's how he got to where he was in the rebellion. No, I mean, yeah, that's what I can't even remember the name of those novels, but I'm gonna look them up now. If you listeners remember those and are on board with me, let us know on Instagram at Houston We Have a Podcast.
Sweet. What
would you want for that?
I would want it like an actual trilogy.
Yeah.
So the idea of a trilogy, not what most people think a trilogy is, but what some directors throughout history have done with a trilogy.
Like a Quentin Tarantino universe type
sort
thing?
of. You know the movie Oldboy?
Yeah.
So that is part of a trilogy of movies that the plots don't connect, but it's just 3 movies about revenge. And so it's a thematic trilogy. I would love something like that where it's like
3 movies about the Force.
Well, something more interesting. What was that movie about the Matrix, the animated one?
Animatrix.
But yeah, like something like that where like those ones were just short stories, but like just take 3 stories in the universe, go different planets, different genres, but have a theme that kind of surrounds it. Maybe they're like 200 years apart on like something that happens like over time.
Yeah. Or like you could do like a crime story in Mos Eisley. Like
I'm actually so sort of related. Rian Johnson is making another crime movie this year.
Whether a crime movie?
A crime movie.
Oh, okay.
With Bond, whatever his name is.
Daniel Craig.
And he's got this great cast for it. And like Rian Johnson's actually a really great director. Like I really love the stuff that he does, especially crime movies.
Yeah.
And I think he's gonna redeem himself from Last Jedi. But probably not make another good Star Wars movie.
Was he the one that did Monsters, by the way?
No, that was Gareth Edwards who did Rogue One.
Right. Okay.
He did Looper.
That just reminded me to what we were talking about before. Sorry, rewinding a little bit, but Monsters is a good example of the trailer completely giving me something that I expected not in the movie.
You didn't expect them to walk around for 2 hours and for nothing to happen?
Yes, I was so mad. I was like, oh, okay, this is supposed to be good. Like they're gonna, like the conversation will be interesting because there's no monsters here, and then it wasn't. I was bored.
And everyone loved it though, and that's why he got Rogue One.
And then I was happy that that he did Rogue One. But anyways, that's let's move on to our next question for your host Carson. What do you think was the biggest fall of an actor from one movie to another. Like, and the example I use is from my extensive Netflix watching. Have you seen Cinderella Man?
Yes.
It's the boxing movie about what's his name?
Our previous guest Alex was a extra in it.
Oh yeah, yeah. But it was about. I remember the villain, Max Baer. Well, he isn't the villain. He's like a real guy.
Mm-hmm.
And side note, his family sued because he was like represented as an asshole in the movie. But anyways, and then Richard Braddock or something like that. He was the Russell Crowe, the protagonist. Anyways, so I remember that movie very well because I've seen it a few times. And then I just, for whatever reason, I watched Scary Movie 4 on Netflix. And I needed something in the background. And then I noticed that the main guy in Scary Movie 4 is the guy that played Max Baer in Cinderella Man, which was like an Oscar-winning movie, wasn't it? And then I'm pretty sure, unless I'm completely off on this, but he did one right after Cinderella Man very close to Scary Movie 4, which seems to be quite a large fall for me. But that's my example.
Yeah, it's hard to say because I feel like actors and actresses, like, they go up and down so quickly and so often, it's almost hard to judge them on one movie. But, like, to look at a trend, I think it would be examples where I had a lot of hope for somebody based on their first couple movies and then they just didn't deliver. The one that I use, he came back eventually, but Sam Rockwell.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had some terrific stuff in Confessions of a Dangerous Mind and then Moon. And I was like, this guy is one of the best actors out there. And then I think he did Gentleman Broncos.
What?
Which wasn't his worst performance, but he did just like all these really shitty movies until I think a couple years ago when he did Seven Psychopaths. Yeah. And then he did Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah.
And like I feel like he's back, but at any point he could just completely drop again because I think he does movies similar to Nicolas Cage in a way where like he wants to have fun with it. So he has a lot of talent, but it depends what he wants to do.
So it's like the three for me, two for what's that rule?
I have not heard of this before.
So there's like I think between actors it's like they do three, like one movie for themselves and then three for the audience or like fans or whatever, something like that. You never heard of that?
No.
Because like the only reason I know about that was the roast of James Franco.
Okay.
So Jonah Hill was like he was referencing that rule, but then the joke was that like James Franco makes three for me. Oh no, he makes like two for me and then five for nobody.
Speaking of that though, so this is also tying into Us, the movie, because M. Night Shyamalan, I think is a historical example of somebody who had a lot of promise and then just dropped off.
His line is just like a complete zigzag.
I'm starting to worry that Jordan Peele is going to follow that same trajectory.
You think so?
Because he's pulling off these movies with ridiculous premises that, like, because he's making them really well with great style and great acting.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, when is The Village coming up?
When are people not going to be on board anymore?
Yeah.
Like, okay, for The Village, like, what makes... Is it... So, okay, this is not even part of your question. So, like, I'm going off on a tangent here. But, like, what's the degree... What's the space between The Village being a great twist and it just being, like, completely stupid?
I actually really like The Village. I would consider that one of his good movies.
I didn't even think it was that bad. But
it was, like, a lot of people point to it as the first movie that was bad because I think right after that was The Happening.
Oh, God.
And it was like, it was the first chink in the armor. But yeah. I don't mind it. I thought it was a decent movie. It wasn't as good as his other stuff, but it was like, I was on board with it.
Mm. I mean, it was still, like, intriguing.
Yeah.
For most of the movie.
What was his most recent one? Oh, Glass.
Yeah.
Because he always likes to put a cameo of himself in the movie. Have you seen Glass?
I haven't seen Glass yet.
His cameo is just way too long. Like, it's one of the, like, when you
So he gave himself a role, not just a cameo.
But no, it's just one scene and like an unnamed character, so it's like a true cameo.
Yeah.
But it's like the conversation just goes on too long and has nothing to do with anything that's happening in the movie. And it's like, okay, just end this, please.
He should have had a talk with Stan Lee before he passed.
And Peter Jackson did good ones. Alfred Hitchcock.
Did he? Wait, Peter Jackson?
Peter Jackson was in the first Lord of the Rings. He ate a carrot and then walked off screen. I
What?
think it's in the extended only.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
But Alfred Hitchcock used to like just get on a bus at the beginning of a scene and then that was it. So like he started that. And I think Shyamalan's trying to copy Hitchcock.
I would definitely do that, not just because of like, just because I want to. If I was a director,
That's fair.
of course, I'd put myself in my own movie.
Okay, next question for you.
Okay.
So the DCEU failed. I think we can consider the cinematic universe a little bit of a failure at this point in terms of what they originally wanted it to be, because they originally had this dark universe, and then they found more success recently because they've essentially just started copying Marvel. Is it possible, from a mainstream perspective, to have a successful cinematic universe that is the dark vision that they wanted? Is it just that those movies particularly were bad and they failed, or is that concept just not going to work?
I think, yes, it's possible if they just relax and stop worrying about we have to beat Marvel or we have to, like, this has to be as big as Marvel. Because, like, there's plenty of things in those movies that I enjoy. And, like, the people that they have casted in those roles, like, I like all of them. Like, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, we'll see who Batman is. Who else? Cyborg, well, you don't really know him.
He does a decent job, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, I apologize, Cyborg. He's a nobody.
Ray Fisher.
He's
kind of a nobody.
Yeah, but, like, for the most part, the cast are people that, well, I mean, I feel like the cast are people that most of the audience wants to get behind. Like, they want to root for. Everyone likes Gal Gadot. Everyone likes, what's his name? Aquaman? Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
I can't believe I forgot that. But, like, they're likable people, and people want to like those movies, or I at least want to like them. They're just, like, they're going rogue. Like, they don't know what they want to do. And they're just trying to beat Marvel, and they, like, it just makes them cut things up, and nothing makes sense in the end. So I think they can keep the same style. Like, it's cool. Most of it looks cool. It's just they have to remember to make a movie.
Maybe that's a more interesting question, though. Like, can anyone else make a cinematic universe, because anyone who's trying to will just try to be like Marvel and will be compared to Marvel?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I don't know how they would do it, but I mean, it takes a more creative person than me. Maybe that's why it's so hard. But not saying that I'm very creative, but
So it would have to happen organically. Like, it wouldn't be someone who's like, okay, we're making this universe and we're gonna go for it.
you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, like, do you think anyone is actually even gonna try to make a universe after this?
Well, I think Star Wars is gonna keep trying.
Oh,
I mean, it's
yeah.
Disney.
I mean, they can. They can keep going until
People will keep paying for it.
Yeah.
So, I think the DC properties are too good for them to not make movies on. I wonder what the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe is, of, like, once they get to a point where people are kind of bored with it or it's too bloated. Like, are they going to have 5 universes that are trying to copy them, that with, like, the light fun stuff, and then Marvel becomes the dark universe because they're trying to differentiate? Like,
you know what I would like to see? I'm going to change my answer. I'm going to contradict myself again. I would like to see DC just completely abandon, like, the universe, the EU, and then just make, like, Aquaman, boom, movie, that's it. And then Wonder Woman over here, and then Batman, get Christopher Nolan back, fuck it.
so the DC Elseworlds idea that they're trying to do right now, because they
Are
have
they?
the Joker movie coming out.
Oh, right. But then they'll put fucking Wonder Woman in there somehow.
No, it's completely separate.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's going to be. Because they're also going to make a Jared Leto Joker movie in another year or two.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So they're making, because what was it, Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
And then they're going to let
They're
Jared Leto.
still going to make a Jared Leto one in the universe.
Why?
But this is a completely different one. They've been testing this with their animated movies with Batman Ninja and the Jack the Ripper Batman movie. And I'm hoping it works, because I like DC properties, but I don't like their universe.
Every time I look at Jared Leto's Joker, I see Jared Leto trying really, really hard to be Joker.
Yeah.
Like, how do I be really weird and like eccentric?
It's the whole DC universe just trying too hard. Like,
Yeah, I guess that's like I took my whole time answering that question just to say that.
all right, what do you got?
Oh, right. Sorry, I have to ask your next question. This one is okay. I overheard this premise while eating sushi.
Okay.
So, if a werewolf bit a wolf, we're assuming this isn't a movie.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that would play out? Like, does the wolf become a human at the full moon, or and it walks around as a wolf most of the time, or
So what's the? Because I'm not actually that familiar with werewolf mythology.
you're gonna make it up?
But like
Right now.
the conventional one, is it usually that?
Oh, yeah,
if
so,
a
like-
werewolf bites a human, then it becomes a werewolf,
Then the human
Like it's
becomes a werewolf, at
like
the
a
full
vampire
moon.
type thing.
Yeah, I think so. Or we could use a vampire example instead.
Because a werewolf isn't a wolf; it's a hybrid, right?
Yes.
So I think if a werewolf bit a wolf, it would still become a werewolf under full moon.
But it's so like it'll walk around as a wolf, and then at the full moon, it's just like a jacked up wolf, like a werewolf.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or I wonder if it would be slightly wolfier.
slightly wolfier. Well, that's what a werewolf. Well, how do you?
It would be a wolfier
How does a wolf
werewolf.
become wolfier? Oh,
It's like
so
like you
less
know in Harry
human.
Potter, their version of a werewolf is like a really skinny thing, and then if you look at a lichen in the
Underworld.
underworld universe, they're like jacked. I think that's what would happen is you would have like
You'd have a lichen.
yeah.
Well, what kind of original werewolf are you thinking of right now? Like, what's your base werewolf?
Werewolf in London.
But
The
that's a pretty
werewolf
jacked
with
werewolf.
Benicio del Toro.
Oh.
No, honestly, when I think of werewolves, like actually Harry Potter comes to mind first, because there's not a lot of other recent examples of them doing that well.
Yeah.
Also, I just binged all those movies recently.
Did
so,
you?
Yeah.
Hey, they're all on Netflix. Shout out Netflix again.
Pay us Netflix.
All right. I guess that's a satisfactory. Just a wolfier
A
werewolf.
wolfy or werewolf.
He's not as human.
Okay, my next question: which of these Earth futures would you be most successful and best off in?
Which Earth future?
Yes. So
Okay.
I have 4 of these, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
like not just which one would you most want to be in, but
Yeah.
like which Paulo of these 4 Paulos would be the most successful.
Oh, okay.
within
Oh,
the
yeah, I got
universe.
this. I got this. Yeah.
Okay, so the 4 options are Minority Report,
That's
Blade
cool.
Runner, Star Trek, and Fifth Element.
I think Star Trek.
Okay.
I mean, I would love to say Fifth Element, but I'm not that. I think you need to be more of like a badass, and like you need to be very independent. Well, yeah, you have to like be street smart in the Fifth Element world, because it seems like everything's kind of gone to shit.
But it doesn't seem like I think the story's going to shit, but the world isn't necessarily.
The story?
Like the story of the Fifth Element is people getting into trouble.
Oh yeah.
But
I mean, like everything, like there's like muggers like standing outside your door and like
True.
shit like that. I don't think I wouldn't do very well. I would do okay, but I would get robbed a lot.
so you like the peace and harmony of the Star Trek.
The Star
universe?
Trek, like not necessarily peace and harmony, but if I was like on a Star Trek crew, like I would have my role. It's like I'm attributing it to how I live in real life. Like if I have my role, I know what to do every day, day in and day out. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it well.
You like that the order,
I mean,
predictability.
yeah. Oh well, it's not like
But not so much predictability of Minority Report.
yes. Did you plan that?
No, I didn't.
What was the other one? There was a third, Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. That's a dirtier future.
I don't know enough. It seems like there's just nothing there in the Blade Runner future. It's like
I wouldn't like. It's not a dystopia. Like it's the future. It's just it's a little dirtier and not.
it looks barren. Like maybe I'm thinking of when he found Harrison Ford.
Yeah, that's not like that's the outskirts of some town.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm gonna stick with Star Trek because it's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. and it's right up my alley in real life. It's the boring
Alright.
answer.
Cool.
That's a good question.
I put almost 5 minutes of time into thinking of these.
Okay. I want you to recast Reservoir Dogs.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
For the 2019 it's 2019. It's 2019 version of Reservoir Dogs.
So
You can take your time on
I
this one.
forget all their colors, but I'm gonna do.
There's pig.
I even forget some of the actors' names. But the guy who cuts the ear off, the kind of crazy guy.
He's a blonde.
I want to say blonde.
Can I grab a beer?
So I would cast him with. You can steal one of my beers
Yeah?
if you want. Yeah.
Does it matter which one?
No.
We're at Carson's. While Carson's thinking, we're at Carson's new condo. By the way, it's very nice and cozy. We'll post his full address at the end of the episode.
It'll be on Toronto like star maps. Like, go see where Houston we have a podcast.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cast, and this is another Tarantino person, but Walton Goggins
Oh, that's a good one.
in that role of Mr.
Well, he is a
Blonde.
Tarantino person now.
Yeah, he is. So I think he could play that well.
He's Mr. Blonde?
Yes.
Oh, but I want to root for him.
No one wants to root for Walton Goggins.
What? Everyone loves Walton Goggins.
He's good at being an asshole. Like,
Yeah. I mean, but he's like, the way he plays asshole is like, he's kind of like a funny asshole. Like, remember in Predators? With Adrian Brody?
I rewatched that recently, but I can't remember.
He was like a prisoner. He was wearing an orange jumpsuit all the time, and he was like complaining about he didn't have a gun. He's like, "You have 2 guns. Like, give me."
Oh, I do remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he was a little bit racist, but like everyone let it slide because he was funny.
Exactly. He's an asshole.
No, I know, but like they were all assholes, but he was like a funny asshole.
Fair.
Anyways,
Tim Roth, so main character.
oh, you're gonna bring back Tim Roth?
No, I'm saying for his character.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna bring in. You know what? Fuck it. We'll bring in what's his name from Baby Driver.
Ansel
Elgort. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's gonna be the undercover cop.
Yeah.
You think Ansel Elgort can play like suffering for an hour?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, it's gonna be like a weird departure from.
If
him,
I
like,
had more
dancing
time, I could
around.
cast this a lot better. But I think he's a good actor. Like I think he can play it.
Okay, I haven't seen him in anything else. But.
For the Harvey Keitel role, I'm gonna bring in. Oh, we just mentioned him. The guy who plays Bond.
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig. I'm bringing in Daniel Craig because he's getting kind of old, and I think
Yeah.
he can play like serious and kind of angry, focused on the job.
I would have picked Gary Oldman. Because Harvey Keitel loses his shit a lot. I'd like it. You get a bunch of Gary Oldman freakouts in one movie.
I think Daniel Craig can do that too.
Oh yeah.
I think in the right role, yeah. Did you see Logan Lucky?
No.
He plays a very different type of character. In that
Daniel
one.
Craig?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he like wild and?
He's super eccentric.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the movie Rat Race?
Rat Race? Yeah. Wait, the one with Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy who's running it all and he says that he's like eccentric?
Huh?
The British actor who plays Nearly Headless Nick.
Oh, John Cleese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He reminds me, like, Daniel Craig's character in Logan Lucky reminds me of Cleese.
Of John Cleese in Rat Race? Okay.
Actually, no, it doesn't. But
Okay, no.
That's the best I can do.
That's how I'm thinking about it now when I watch Logan Lucky.
what other characters do we need to recast?
Mr. Pink. Steve
Buscemi. So who do we got? We got a guy who's kind of a wimp, kind of like Weasley.
Weasley. Well, I mean, that's always
How do you
Steve
recast
Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi? Like,
Yeah.
there's no one else you can see as Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
I don't know.
We can revisit Mr. Pink.
The old man, I would.
Like that brings them all together.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast the main dude from Jurassic Park.
John Hammond?
No. The guy who was young, like the.
Who?
Oh, I forget his name.
Wait, which Jurassic Park?
The first one.
Okay.
The main guy who's not.
Jeff Goldblum?
No.
Sam Neill?
Yes, Sam Neill.
Oh, okay.
Because Sam Neill's old now.
Yeah.
And he was in a movie called The Hunt for the Wilder People. And I think he plays that type of role really well.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. That's cool.
And then that guy's
his
son.
He's like a Italian.
Jonah Hill.
That's a good.
Just because.
He looks like he'll be like his character from War Dogs.
And because Jonah Hill's in, we're gonna cast Mr. Pink as Michael Cera.
Oh my god, that's actually really good. That's actually
This is
really
a really
good.
weird movie.
It'll be Michael Cera, but from This Is the End, where he's like a coke fiend, getting sucked off in the washroom. Okay, there's also okay, 2 more roles because Quentin Tarantino, he's no one in that movie. Okay, how about the cop and fuck, I'm forgetting someone.
Oh, the cop who gets his ear cut off?
Yeah. Okay, cast him while I think of the other guy.
I almost want to just put like a nobody in that role. Because it's like you don't even want somebody who's a famous actor. Let's put in
Ray Fisher.
Charles from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
He's known. That would completely take me out of it.
But he's going to play this is going to be his serious turn.
Okay. I think that's it. I can't remember anyone else. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'd watch it. Would it still be Quentin Tarantino?
I don't think it is anymore. It's directed by Jonah Hill. Because mid-90s was good, so let's get him directing more. We're going to have Denis Villeneuve do a soft reboot like he did for Blade Runner 2049 for one of the following 3 franchises. Which one do you want? Rush Hour, Fifth Element, or The Mummy?
Oh my god. I hate you. Well, it's Denis... I would say Fifth Element just because it's... I think it lends more to his style. I don't see him making a mummy movie or a buddy cop.
So what's that movie going to be about?
Which, The Fifth Element?
Yeah, the 20, 30 years later. Fifth
Holy
Element.
shit. Okay. Oh my god. This is so weird. I can do so many things. I want to do all the
Who's
things.
going to be your main character, at least?
Huh?
Who's going to be your main character?
I'm gonna make that movie that we talked about when we made the when we had the bracket. It's the Ruby Rod movie.
Directed by Denis Villeneuve.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, should I make what I want it to be or what it would be if it actually happened?
What do you want it to be?
All right. Okay, like it'll be what's Bruce Willis's name again?
Corbin Dallas.
Corbin Dallas. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot that too. Okay, so it's gonna be Corbin Dallas again. It's gonna be really. Actually, Fifth Element was already silly. Oh, but then Denis Villeneuve is not. Damn, this is hard.
So when I pick Denis Villeneuve, I think like a legit, serious, well done sequel 20 years later.
Okay, no, I'm gonna stick with Fifth Element. It's gonna be like a straight up action movie. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be a little faster paced than what's it called? Blade Runner. I want to bring Zorg back somehow. He's cloned or something.
Gary
He's
Oldman?
a cyborg. Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't even have to be Gary Oldman, but I want Zorg back. And he wants revenge. It's a revenge story. Zorg wants revenge for blowing him against Corbin Dallas for blowing him up, and he's knocking off everyone that was involved originally. So he kills Ruby Rod. He kills the priest guy, and he kills the president, Tiny. Actually, it begins with him killing Tiny, but Tiny's already on his deathbed, like the big black guy. Why do I keep calling him Tiny?
That's not his name.
I know, but in a different movie, I think his name was Tiny.
That would make sense, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he kills the president on his deathbed because it's like 20 years in the future and he's really old. And then that's like the cold open. And then he starts hunting everyone down. And then they visit Corbin Dallas in his shitty apartment again because all his rewards from saving the world the first time, he's blown it all. And Mila Jovovich has left him. This is pretty much Fifth Element, but all over again.
So Tiny is the nickname of the actor.
Oh,
it's
so
actually his
name.
actual.
Yeah. Okay. I knew I was making sense, but I'm essentially making like it's Fifth Element, but like more of it.
So you're not having like a Ryan Gosling type character where it's like someone else new to bring in. It's just the old characters back again.
Yes, and he's gonna be old as fuck.
Still kind of looks.
It's gonna be like
except for the hair. But.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Red. So there's a cross between Red and Fifth Element. So Red in space, and then he's gonna recruit the younger priest guy, who's like he's left the priesthood because of all the shit he's seen.
I wonder if he's done anything since.
I'm
gonna look this up while you're talking.
Side note: Luke Perry was in that movie, in Fifth Element. Rest in peace. At the very beginning, in the pyramid, when they first see the aliens.
I remember that scene. I don't remember him.
He's like he brings the priest water and he like shoots the aliens.
Okay.
Anyways, and then it's just a showdown between Bruce Willis and Zorg. Another side note, I remember the first time I watched that movie, I thought Gary Oldman and Bruce Willis looked so much alike that they did that on purpose, and he was supposed to be like a doppelganger.
What?
Like an evil doppelganger of Bruce Willis. I was really young. So yeah, the short answer is Fifth. I'm making the Fifth Element again, but more. So it's the Sixth Element.
So this guy's really gonna appreciate it because he hasn't had any work since 2005.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Now, but it sounds like Justin Long in Die Hard.
Oh,
that's probably his character. I just made a shitty movie. Oh well.
Well, you got Denis Villeneuve, so we'll just call it good anyway.
Okay.
Last question I have. Wait. Oh no, that was my question for you.
Yeah. Okay. Idris Elba. Bad agent or bad choices, and can he do better?
So definitely yes, he can do better. I think he's similar to The Rock in that he's made bad decisions but has still put forward good performances.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's done enough in other movies to give me confidence in him as an actor, and even in like the upcoming Hobbs and Shaw movie, like he still looks like he's trying hard. Like he's not Bruce Willising it.
I mean, he's playing his character like Brixton, the new Hobbs and Shaw movie. Like that's like his thing. That's what he plays the best. I feel.
But I think we've also seen him as having a lot of potential, and he's never really reached it. I think he's capped. Like I think he reached his pinnacle early on, and there's just not a lot more there.
I feel like he has to be Bond.
I think he would be a great Bond.
Yeah.
He might be a little too old now because the next Bond you're going to want to have him be there for like 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to hedge my bets and say in between of like, I think he's made I think the main issue is that he hasn't made the best choices of what movies he's made, but I don't think he's as good as we all think he is because he needs to prove it. And he hasn't maybe like, he's always been like, oh, I really like him. But he's like he hasn't had that one like Oscar movie where it's like shown his full potential.
Yeah.
So maybe the full potential isn't there.
All right. Have you seen that movie where he was on the mountain with Kate Winslet?
I have not. No.
Okay.
But he kind of plays the same character in every movie. So
that one I think was probably his most different role. It's just a shame that the movie was boring.
Interesting. The last question I have for you, and we're gonna go back to the Rogue One fight. I want you to explain why Rogue One is fun.
Why it's fun?
Yes.
I mean, I can tell you why Okay, fine. There's great action. The characters, we're gonna disagree on this forever.
Okay.
But the characters, I feel like, even though they're not very well developed, they're good enough that like I mean, I cared about them. The characters I cared at least about enough that I like they were funny and they were pretty cool in what they were doing. Most of them. I don't want to extend that to everyone.
I'm not going to fight back on this. By
No,
the
I
way.
know, I know.
I'm just going to let you explain.
Okay,
this.
that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I liked the characters. I felt what they were doing because it was familiar enough that like I know there's a whole argument about like, oh, spoiler alert, they get the plans, but like I it was familiar enough for me that I knew what they were trying to do. I was with it. I was invested, and I didn't want them to die, but they did. And
So you like the characters?
yes, and just like I think it was well paced. Like it moved forward well. Like it wasn't boring. Like, and that I think that lends itself to why to me liking the characters, and also, like just the end was just one of the most. I think it was probably the best big battle in a Star Wars movie that has ever been made. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, I will just. I will not argue it.
How much does that hurt to not say anything about that?
I have a few comments, but I won't.
No, go for it.
No.
I don't care.
We can't do this without like doing it for like half an hour.
No, it's fine. How about I won't respond to your comments. I'm just gonna leave it.
For me, like everyone died and I didn't care. And it's
yeah.
none of these there was no character that I could point to being like, oh, I wish they would have been in another movie. I was just like, cool.
No, that's like, and that's the thing that I know we're gonna disagree forever. Like at least Chirrut and Baze Malbus, coincidentally the two only Asian guys.
I did think they were the best two characters.
Yeah, even the pilot Riz Ahmed.
I think he was an interesting character to help tell that story.
Yeah.
I'm not like craving for him in another story.
Because, well, I like him, and for some reason, I really do like his character. Like, he
fit the story. The one character I was really sad that died because I wanted more of it was Saw Gerrera.
Oh yeah. That just felt like a complete waste for me.
Yeah.
And K2SO.
K2SO was fine.
Yeah, but like they're not so bad. Like they're not so bad to the point where I don't want to see them again. Like I was legitimately sad that they not sad, but like yeah, I was sad that I died.
I think for me, like I probably hate on Rogue One more than I should, but for me, good enough isn't good enough.
Yeah,
like it's like there's nothing particularly wrong with all of it, but it's just like it didn't make me feel anything. And
yeah,
ultimately, like movies, there's no one or two things you can do to say this is a good movie or a bad movie. It's like, what do you feel? Does it make you feel anything? Some people it'll make you feel something. Some people it won't. For me, it didn't make me feel anything.
So. I mean, and that's again, we'll disagree on that forever.
I wish though that Rogue One went down as the worst Star Wars movie, but it's just gotten worse. Since.
You know what? I've watched a bunch of YouTube videos where people actually liked Rogue One, and it's gonna like solidify my opinion, and I'm gonna fight you forever. But
we'll leave it at that.
yeah. Okay, so funny that you should ask that question, but you have to make like the type of like a spin-off movie of Star Wars, like the current universe. Mm-hmm. Like you have to make a movie about a character that's already there. It's not like not a standalone. You have to make one of the things that you hate the most. It has to exist within the current trilogy, or not trilogy, the current series. And which story would you tell?
So pretty much any character that was told in the stories from the new movies.
Wait, what?
Are you talking about like anything made by the Disney Star Wars movies? It's like a spin-off of those, or it has to be a spin-off of any.
Or actually, make it the original 6.
So we'll have to do a spin-off of the original 6 characters.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna make the movie that I thought Solo should have been, which is a crazy, eccentric character space pirate movie, and I'm gonna make it from the Bounty Hunters. And I'm not gonna use Boba Fett because I think that's too much pressure on it. I want to put Bosk, but I feel like he's too much of an asshole. So I'm gonna. No,
Does
I'm
he
gonna
even
use,
have a character?
Yeah, he's like asshole British guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm basing that mostly on Star Wars
The
Battlefront.
animated. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Because his intro, when you pick him as a character, is like he's like all swarmy British guy.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah, no. So I'm gonna make a Bosk movie. Actually,
Is he the protagonist?
he can't be a protagonist. I just want something in that world. Maybe the origin story of the guy who has the Rancor.
The guy who like cries when it dies?
Because you can cast him as like a younger, sexier version of him, not like a potbelly guy.
Because he grows up to be a fat like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go the Rancor guy.
Is it gonna be Jonah Hill?
No, it'll be like Tom Hardy.
Oh wow!
Like he really aged poorly.
He like rescued a baby Rancor. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm with that.
Okay, we're gonna wrap up this episode. Last thing I want to talk about is Avengers Endgame. Predictions.
Oh. Oh, wait, didn't we
Well,
talk about this already?
Let's limit this to, of the original 6 Avengers, who's gonna survive and who's gonna die.
I think they're all going to survive.
Really?
Yep. And I'm sorry to say it, but
Well, so
they can't bring back Black Panther without bringing back like Falcon or whatever. They can't be like,
Falcon's not the original 6.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Oh, you said original 6.
Original 6.
Who's gonna
so,
die?
Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, Scarlett Johansson.
I still don't. I still don't think anyone's gonna die. But if it is anyone, it's either Iron Man or Captain America.
I'm thinking it's gonna be both, considering Chris
Both?
Evans has said he's not coming back.
Since who?
Chris Evans has said he's not coming back.
He did? See, like, this is not fair because you already did research on this, and
Well, it's been pretty broadcasted.
No,
I think Captain America definitely dead. I think Hawkeye's gonna die. And I think
I can see that happening.
I think Scarlett Johansson has to die because she's super expensive and not.
Is she?
She's like one of the top paid female actors.
Aren't they still gonna make her own spin-off movie?
Oh, they have to do that.
yeah.
True.
So I don't think she's gonna die. Even if they weren't gonna make that movie though, I think they still wouldn't have killed her.
So I'm gonna go with Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, all dead.
No, I don't think Thor's gonna die either.
I think they're too expensive. He's the one that's actually holding up Star Trek 4 right now.
Oh yeah.
Because they want to have a time travel movie where it's like Kirk and his dad.
Oh, and his dad. Oh, that would be cool.
It would be.
Yeah.
We could
I
talk
didn't know
about
he was-
that in our next episode about Star Trek.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to have. I mean, we are going to have a Star Trek movie. So if you want updates, the latest updates, and just see some cool stuff on our Instagram, follow at Houston. We have a podcast, or follow us on Twitter at HWHA Podcast.
Yes.
You have lots of big things to look forward to. Bye.
Bye.